This right here is the best part of the game. No competition. Absolutely exhilarating. Dragon Quest? Why play that when you have Cactor Quest? Resident Evil 4 shop ain't got nothing on this. Look at all these goodies. Crystals, chocobo feathers, oh, stamina potions? 2017, what? 30 points for 1 EX token? I haven't seen a deal this good since pre-orders for that Terra statue went up. Pretty cool to be back doing the content, but I couldn't help but notice in the YouTube analytics that we had people here still watching even though nothing new was put up for a very long time. Nothing. One group went from being 20% passionate in May to 100% passionate in November. Very interesting. The crazy part is the amount of locations, especially in the last few years, that have come through the channel, and this is the bizarre part because I've never seen Croatia until November. Like the usual Philippines, Brazil, Japan, Germany, UK, plenty of other regions. But I gotta say, Brazil and the Philippines are the most consistent once it comes to the online gaming community. So if we were to rate this appreciation, what would you guys give it? An A+ or like a Crocker Super F with the fan turned on so the cape flows in the wind? Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the Crocker Super F. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give it an A+ because sometimes people just act like this channel has hundreds of thousands of subscribers and there's barely like 7,000. This was famously recorded on my phone. Almost said Samsung. What kind of blasphemy? This is a Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. Very good for gaming. Recording, has built-in recording software. This is where I did all of my team experimentation since I was gone for like a year and a half. So I put everything on my phone and said, whatever. Plus, I found it at the last minute and thought it would be pretty good to put in this video. Now, this is long past the point in which this man is even relevant, but I still destroyed it because we can do one very clear concept. I was gonna say the concept of team composition until I have a Queen on my team, so I'm basically breaking all the rules of the game. Oh, you wanna hit a 0 to a 2 million? Sign me up. The contract of San Venganza is right there, but it doesn't require any blood, sweat, or tears. It's easy. You just press a button and you win the game. General Leo BT, massive follow-up, like 9 to 10 million damage. Seymour, 55,000 follow-ups. Come on now, is this necessary? Do we really need to see more damage? Not at all, but we will. The only thing I'm looking at is Seymour holding 1 million Brave twice. Now it's time for present day boss advertisements is what I've been calling them. This is the Shinryu Weekly, so I added 1.5 times the maximum HP. Now this depends if I'm off or not, but if I'm not mistaken, both of these have 220 million each. Multiply that by 1.5 and yeah, they got way more life. And this is currently what we get to do every single week. Isn't it just so fun fighting a gigantic health bar? No shirt, got my shoes, and we're delivering all the service. Dead or Alive 3 Extreme Beach Volleyball. He's jumping in the air, she's jumping in the air and spinning on a pole. I know Rosa's having an aneurysm right now. Got to pray for both of them. Did not say I was referring to my teammates though. Yikes! You know what, earlier I was talking about praying, but I don't even think that's gonna save him. Nothing saves you from Final Fantasy Airlines. My company's stock is going through the roof! 969. So sad part about this whole setup is not going to kill in the phase. I hit the BT after the FR. Reason being, I was contemplating if I should phase up or not. Little known fact, since I was gone for a year and a half, 80% of the time, I don't phase up. Reason being, HP gates suck. BT phases are pretty much the same, you're just attacking the whole time. They gave supports follow-ups because they can't keep up with what we are currently witnessing. If there's no value in the BT phase, they might just skip the character. Well, I mean, whose fault is this? Yeah, it's been pretty exhausting. All phases are pretty much the same. All BT effects are nearly identical. Hey, you want some stats? You want more HP cap up? You want more brave damage? Sure, why not? Eating raisin bran for breakfast every day is my ideal situation. Rosa, where is your damage? Oh yeah, that's right. The 0-5 bowl experience. The free-to-play lifestyle is not really great in the ultimate token department. Anyways, let me take this boss to the chop shop so that I can finish my breakfast. Eggs, sausage, grits, orange juice. Not the best, but it gets the job done. That was supposed to be well over half a bill, but that small mistake of pressing the BT after the FR due to contemplating resulted in the 1 and 2% being left over. It makes that much of a difference. Usually after this I just turn the game off because we have nothing but dead content. Well, what is dead content? Content you do once and it's done. Lost chapters are literally events, and intersecting wills are copies of Lost Chapter, and all of those are just smaller versions of story chapters, so nothing to do. Technically, that's one piece of content that has been renamed something different 4 different times. And it's been that way for years. Only reason I started playing a little bit more recently was because Pinello got a BT, and that was very entertaining. Started a brand new account. My ID will be in the corner, somewhere on the screen. But this isn't true, you can go back and play any fight you want, it's just so amazing! Okay, we can do that right now. A battle such as this one requires some hot chocolate. But quick question, do you guys think it was a good idea to mix Swiss Miss with like Food Lion brand? I'm not really too sure about this, just trying to keep everything nice and balanced. We got a cold one, I repeat, I'm hitting ones. Well, that sucks. Guess I gotta go get the Dragon Balls. Can I wish for more wishes? Hopefully that's not against the rules. We are playing an RPG. I'm just trying to be strategic here, okay? That was a stupid question. If you want to break the rules, go get the Black Star Dragon Balls. How does one obtain these? Oh yeah. Take the Grand Tour, Dragon Ball GT. Can't breathe. Ooh. This situation seems oddly familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh, he just stepped on the gas. No wonder it feels like deja vu. I have been here before. Vietnam flashbacks.
Man, ain't nobody see it, nobody don't even happen. You know, yeah.
You know what? I don't think my team's been hit this hard since trying to go to platform 9 3/4. Wait, how'd he get to 100 so fast? Making a Harry Potter reference and I'm the one getting hit with a Vada Kedavra. Come on, got me auditioning for a Kame Got Killed Season 2. Let me introduce you guys to my... Oh, I gotta switch my wallpaper to something. Give me a second. I was in the middle of fixing my computer up. Just a lot of stuff been going on in the last year, so... yeah, but anyways. Opera Omnia 2.0. This concept is me improving the entirety of the game. I literally have not opened this in 3 years, so I'm not really sure what's inside of it myself. The only thing I remember is making a kit for Jill. But this is super technical, so let's put this in a more presentable and fun format. Okay, class is in session. Asking dumb questions may or may not result in me striking people with a blunt object. Remember the rules. All bubble-blowing babies will be beaten senseless. Now let's begin. I've got this split into the good and the bad. Now, the good stuff. Summons. She summons the albino Tonberry from FF13-2, the Sagan Prince, Azure Behemoth, Psycom Soldiers, and Death Gaze. The sucky part about this is, one stance at a time. She's pretty much locked into them until she dismisses her summons, which will also include an attack before they go bye-bye. And she can't attack during BT. Sounds crazy? Well, listen to the rest of it. Just a disclaimer, this was made for a completely different version of the game, and BT phases do not exist, and everything is completely balanced around the new version of the game. The Sagan Prince is more of a support type summon, with his only drawback being that the dude's kinda ugly. The Tonberry does exactly what you'd expect it to do. It inflicts damage and a debuff, with a minor drawback of losing some health by using the HP attack in this stance. Is it really a good idea for HP to be lost? As your behemoth, team critical damage and damage up, bad part hurts the party on dismiss. The EX will scale with whichever stance Jill is in to give various properties. BT generates 2 summons and restricts Jill to an extent. Once the BT is activated, the party members will be replaced with the summons. She can use the summons to attack or dismiss them to transform her EX into a single target nuke. And that concludes Jill's design for Opera Omnia 2.0. Hey Laura! Ever heard of this tomb? Doom? Posting? Well, do you think you're up for the job?
The isosceles triangle has 2 congruent sides.
She's lost control, thus dooming herself. Oh, so that's how it works. You need to have the control. Arno Surge 2014, Burst Charge, and the Break bonus. Artanelico 2 2007, Burst Gauge. Hexy's Force 2009, Force Burst. Armed Fantasia, Wild Arms Successor 2025-26-ish. Ooh, that looks familiar. The Force Gauge has returned, and a new edition called the Force Break. I didn't suggest a stagger-like system with a gauge for no reason. It's because it exists in almost every JRPG. Now that the "there is no war in Ba Sing Se" mentality has been addressed, probably wondering what I'm doing in Genshin. Long story short, I did the survey for Honkai Star Rail because I was interested in what they were going to do, being that Opera Omnia was mentioned in the beta application. One does not casually end up on a survey. That means somebody was doing some research. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen how much money they bring in, and to notice little old Dissidia Opera Omnia means there might be something about this game that they decide to adopt into their upcoming game. Take what works and don't do what hasn't been working. It's called improvement, the foundation of the gaming industry's innovation. And it seems like from the feedback, people are really fed up with the way that the management has been handling literally everything. After looking through thousands of these comments, the vast majority are 1 to 3 stars. A certain group of people will be like, "This is doom posting." No, it's called feedback. Might as well call it truth post, and they're just telling it how it is. Other known as positivity, which they try to deem as negativity because their brains only process subjectivity. These people sometimes, I swear. If you want sunshine and rainbows, go watch a Disney movie. When you keep messing up like this, you only offer opportunities for newer games to come steal your entire player base. This is Hitori no Shida. Trailer went up 4 months ago, but I don't know when it's actually gonna drop. This has got some quality to it, and this is what the upcoming competition looks like. This is one of dozens that are about to come out this year or in development still. Nice camera angles, martial arts, close combat. There is an anime for it. It's got some of the best hand-to-hand combat ever. So this gives certain expectations. Wouldn't it be weird if Red 13 and Riku never got released after people constantly asking? Look, I'm making a very realistic point here. How many people are gonna want to stay with a game that fails to improve itself and doesn't even care to when you have dozens of these ready to come out? I'm not bashing, but this is the reality of the free-to-play market. Now I will present to you guys my master plan. It's about taking steps. Opera Omnia 2.0, improving a neglected game. Not a bad title. It'll feature the opposite of putting the game on life support. Recordings of up to 20 different games to present the concepts working in existing games. It'll be a mix of all different platforms. This is the only feasible option, otherwise it will be a garbage plan on paper nonsense that makes absolutely no sense and no way to prove anything. That's why I'm taking this approach, and other games will be included in the video. It's not, oh my god, look at Dissidia Opera. No. All of those games, including Dissidia, will be working together to create a product for a hypothetical scenario, which is Opera Omnia 2.0. New game modes, better battle adjustments, tons of quality of life, finances, player psychology. That's gonna be a fun section. Guys yelling doom posting on everything, they really help with that section. And I really mean thank you, otherwise I would never have been able to put this section together. And everybody else, thank them too. One of the biggest parts of this is an offline version / standalone version of the game, repackaged and hopefully sold for a sensible price on Steam and consoles. 2.0 will be the last Opera Omnia video I upload. It should be finished around my birthday, which is a month from now, May 18th. I'll still be uploading until that video is absolutely finished. Last Opera Omnia video does not mean I'm done making content. In fact, it's gonna be way better. I do believe a standalone version could sell pretty decently. Would you guys buy a game for $20 to $30 like this, that is de-gotcha'd and given some care with massive improvements? There's no way they'd make a standalone for this game. First of all, if anyone is thinking like that, remember Crystal Chronicles Remastered is actually a thing, which is far from a good product, so I think this has a good chance. If enough people request some type of offline version closer to what I'm describing, it might actually happen. It's free money. At the end of the day, if they don't want to take it, that's on them. At least we tried. And Square, please put a survey in this game. There's been way too much negligence in the last 6 years. I'll have an update video going up after this. Aside from that, I'll probably be streaming on the 26th when Star Rail comes out. Got a lot of computer maintenance to do and Opera Omnia videos to make, so gotta bounce.